They really cater to the hikers. They've got everything thought out so well. You just feel taken care of. Good morning. It is day 6. Isn't that crazy? Day 6. And I started at Dix Creek Gap. I already told you that. In the hostel around the bend, which is awesome. And yeah, it's supposed to be raining till 10, but it's just barely a drizzle. Don't step on the wet logs. And it's like in the 50s right now, so it's quite warm. I could actually be in shorts right now, but I'm just in my base layer and rain pants. I didn't know how much rain it was going to be, and I didn't want my clothes wet for tomorrow. I know tonight it's going to get down into the 20s, and I didn't want to start off tomorrow morning in wet, cold clothes. So I've got my regular hiking pants packed up and my mid layer, and I'm just wearing my base layer and my rain pants for now. It's supposed to gradually drop as the rain stops. The temperature falls. So anyway, yeah, a lot of climbing today. Standing Indian Mountain is the big one. I think it's over 5,000 in elevation. Can't remember. So let's see how it goes. Fingers. I wanted to talk about the hostel experience a little bit more because I was kind of nervous about that because I've never stayed in one. And around the bend, if you come down from Dix Creek Gap, it's only, I think, 0.5 or 0.6. You can walk it if you want to. I did. But you don't have to. They'll pick you up. That's included. To and from the trail is included in the price. And they've just thought of everything. Like, if you want to go to the grocery store, that's included. Going into town, go to the grocery store. We went to Ingles. He gave me his Ingles card and to use, and then he came back and picked me up and took me through the drive-thru at McDonald's. All that's included. And if you wanted to cook fresh food, one of the other hikers did. God, it smelled so good too, because there's like a common area. There's like 2 different common areas in different buildings. But there's a refrigerator. You could buy food and keep it in there, and you could cook if you wanted to. And there's laundry. You can do your own. You can do your own laundry, or they'll do your laundry. They have loaner clothes. It's just all well thought out. The bathrooms are super nice, and they have shampoo, conditioner, bath gel, extra toothbrushes, just everything you could think of. Towels. You don't have to pay extra for all those things. It's all included. Yeah, just super friendly people, and just you don't feel like you just feel like you're at home, kind of, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm still going here. I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's kind of wet, slippery, but it's pretty, right? Nice, kind of foggy, eerie morning. Okay. Cowart or cowart? I don't know. Anyway. I'm going to hop on here and say before I forget, Flora and Rady, I got petted by a cat this morning. It was so sweet. And the owner said that he don't usually hang around the hikers, so I should be honored. How cool was that? Yeah, it just kept rubbing up against me, and I bent down to tie my shoe. It rubbed its head on my forehead. It must have liked my scent. That made me miss Baymax, my golden doodle. I hope he's doing good. I'm sure my girls are taking care of him. And Keith. He loves his daddy. But anyway, I'm still trekking along. This is what it looks like. My pants are probably making a lot of noise. For some reason, the camera phone picks up the background noise so loud. Anyway, got a little rest before the next climb. Look at these guys. Whoa, look at that one. That's cool. So I'm enjoying this little bit of down because the second half of the day is going to be mostly up. The rain just kind of barely keeps drizzling. It's mostly dripping. You kind of go in and out of the wind. So I put my raincoat on just to kind of keep me warm again, because I had taken it off when I started, because you climb up out of Dix Creek Gap and you get quite warm. And it was in the 50s. I think it's dropped down probably into the 40s now, which is supposed to do that all day. It just keeps slowly dropping. So anyway, oh, we got a green tunnel. Not sure where that goes. Got my glove in my mouth. So we're at Plum Orchard Gap. Apparently that goes to a shelter. But we're going this way. Oh no, look at this tree. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, the moss. Isn't that neat? Little water droplets. Oh, that's what all this is done through here. So I don't know what is making that noise. What are you guys? Must be frogs. You can see all the little eggs right there. They were making a racket. How cool is that? All right, sorry, carry on. I think it's about to get windy. As soon as I get on here, it's gonna get... Anyway, I'm a little bit behind on some thank yous. Right before I hit the trail, some of my friends gave me some Trail Magic, Hiker Cat and Mr. Coffee. And my dad and Cindy, they gave me a little bit of money, and nobody needs to do that. But because they did, I wanted to thank them. So I really appreciated that. And I understand it too, because I've been following hikers for a long time, and I didn't know if I'd ever get to do this. So it's more than just about me. Sometimes it's about just the experience, and sharing it with those that, want to be out here too. So thank you guys. Still trekking along, Knocking out the ups. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Look at that one. Aww. So cool. Look. What do I think that is? Oh my God. That's it. Oh, how cool. I got sucker in my mouth. Hold on. You guys, I walked home. North Carolina, Georgia. Georgia's been wonderful. It's a beautiful place. Now we're going home. We're going that way. Woohoo! One more look. Aw, bye Georgia. Sorry for the spin. That Black Gap. Look at this cool tree. Huh. Pretty neat. The wind's got up now. It's like chilly, but I'm getting ready to start climbing a really steep section, so I'm not going to worry about it yet. We have made it to whatever that says. Sassafras Gap. It's just so hard to see. Anyway. Yeah. So we made it up the two worst things I was dreading today. And yeah, I mean, they were steep as crap, but I just, you know, it's like Hiker Cat says, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? That's what I did. It's like one step at a time. And I'm over the worst parts. I still have another up or two, but they're not, those two were the steepest that I could tell. So anyway, we're still trucking along, heading toward Standing Indian. It's gotten colder. I stopped and put my my mid layer on because I hadn't even had it on. I just had my base layer and my raincoat, but the higher you get, the colder it gets. Especially on these sides. The left side seems to be the windy side of the mountains today. So it's colder. Okay, so I'll get back on here when I see something else. Looks like we're going up again. Looks like the water's a little high. This creek. I'm going that way, but look, the water's running over it. Okay. This is the trail right past Muskrat Shelter. It's like all water. It's supposed to get down to like 20. So I'm like trying to figure out how to get around this so my shoes aren't going to be completely frozen, but I don't think there's a way. Yay. This is Deep Gap. The last bailout before you go up Standing Indian. What's that? It says camp. Hey you guys. So end of day recap. I went from Dix Creek Gap, where I stayed at that hostel, to Deep Gap. I was going to try to make it up to Standing Indian Shelter, but I made the mistake of reading the reviews, and they said there's mice in the shelter and mice around on the ground, and I already had one to get in my tent, so I didn't want to deal with that. And they also said it's very windy and the air comes up through the floorboard, so it just didn't have a real good review. And I looked at even muskrat. It just didn't look good either. And there was like a bobcat hanging around up there, they said. So anyway, I saw these tent spaces. It said camp on the sign just before I got here to Deep Gap. And I know you're not really supposed to stay close to a road, but it's a service road and it's supposed to be closed from January to March. So hopefully nobody will be coming up into here. And yeah, so that was the day. It would have been 16.7. So I'm just a little less than a mile from standing Indian shelter where I was planning on. So it was probably like 15.7 instead. So I get to do standing Indian mountain tomorrow, which is huge. And yeah, that's it. I actually hung my bear bag tonight. Got my tent. I'm in my tent all set up. It's supposed to be cold in the morning, like in the 20s. So, whew, yeah. Alrighties. I'm gonna edit these videos and stay in my warm sleeping bag. So I hope you guys had a good night, and I will get back in the morning. Thanks.